So, joining me back with us here, Tennessee Congressman Steve Cohen. Welcome back. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you, Brooke.
Since we just mentioned the Clinton Foundation, let me just get right to it. And you heard Reince Priebus saying, essentially, listen, if it was kosher while she was Secretary of State, why wouldn't it be kosher now? I mean, there have been all these accusations of cronyism with the Clintons and the money they've received. What's your reaction to the chairman?
The president has to be beyond a suspicion, beyond, like Caesar's wife, beyond any question. And I think the President Clinton-to-be is making it clear that there will not be issues that come up, that the Clinton Foundation will not be accepting foreign money. I think that's a good thing. That President Clinton won't be paid for speeches is a good thing. What there's unquestionable is that the Clinton Foundation has done so much good around the world, in Haiti and in Africa, helping people that weren't otherwise being helped, and the Clinton Foundation did so much good for people that were otherwise being forgotten, helping people with AIDS, helping people with learning how to farm, improving their ability to be self-sustaining. And the whole time while the Clintons were doing that, Trump was back in his tower where he belongs. And we need to put Trump back in the tower where he belongs and let him brand himself with a hot poker.
Okay, so obviously you're supporting Hillary Clinton. I should have said that first and foremost.
How did you get that idea?
I don't know. How did I figure that out? Let me ask you, too, we were just talking about this party hosted by Madeleine Albright a number of years ago in which, you know, at the time Secretary Colin Powell was giving soon-to-be the woman who was to take his job, Hillary Clinton, one piece of advice. And they're all going around this dinner table, I mean, imagine. And so apparently Colin Powell, according to this journalist who's writing this book, essentially says, use your own email except for classified communications, saying that his use of personal email has been transformative for the department. Listen, we've talked ad nauseum about the problems that this has brought for the Clinton campaign. Had that been you in her seat, would you have questioned him?
I don't know if I'd have questioned him. I think I'd have listened to him and accepted his advice. I think that, you know, Secretary of State's an important position. Colin Powell's a person who we all respect. And I think that, you know, where Secretary Clinton got that information from him, maybe it was the party, maybe it was in a letter, who knows. Right church, wrong pew. She got the right message. She followed the advice. Whether she got it at this dinner party or whether she got it by some correspondence, what difference does it make? Fact is, she did what Colin Powell suggested. And I don't think
got her in a bit of trouble.
It did, and she shouldn't have. And in retrospect, you go back, yeah. I wouldn't have swung at Sandy Koufax's curveball when I struck out either.
Okay. On the Trump news today, we know that Paul Manafort has resigned, third chief of that campaign in 4 or so months. I had Kayleigh McEnany sitting in your seat a bit ago, who's a Trump supporter, saying, listen, it makes total sense. 3 different people, 3 phases of the campaign. Someone else called her out and said that that's the best spin I've ever heard. Corey Lewandowski, who is no longer with the campaign, former campaign manager, he sees this week and the moves like this. Here he was.
I think it's fair to say the last 3 or 4 weeks of this campaign have not gone well. The poll numbers have indicated that. The campaign has missed opportunities to go after Hillary when they shouldn't have. And what I want to see by winning is the campaign back on message. This week for the campaign has been a phenomenal one. New leadership. Donald Trump has been on message. His points are out there. He's been very clear, very articulate. He's done outreach. You heard a speech from him last night that is widely praised as a very different type of Donald Trump in a good way.
Not only that, you have the optics of Mr. Trump in Louisiana today. We just saw an 18-wheeler full of items that he's donated. Can you give the man some credit?
Well, he politically did the right thing. There's a lot of items in there that are actually items, unlike some of the contributions he allegedly made to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
They're actually items. We had a correspondent.
Well, that's good, because he claimed he gave St. Jude $20 million and he didn't give anywhere near. It was in the tens of thousands. So if he did it, good politics.
Where's Hillary Clinton? Apparently she's talked on the phone to the governor of Louisiana, but, folks can point out that's not enough.
Well, I'm not sure where she is, but I know when you have 3 campaign managers within the period of time they've had it, you've got a campaign that's in chaos, a leader who can't work with people, and a guy who's totally on message. And the message is Trump. Trump steaks, Trump liquors, Trump vodka, Trump television station, Trump tower. Put him back in the tower where he belongs.
Final question, Congressman. The last time we talked, it was after you had been down in Cuba, which was a really significant, historically significant trip for the United States. You were down there, the president, you were at the ball game. The terror attacks happened in Brussels. There were calls then and much criticism toward the president about leaving Cuba. Here we go again. He's up vacationing in Martha's Vineyard instead of traveling to Louisiana in the thick of the devastation and the floods. Granted, Jay Johnson and Craig Fugate have been down there, but how would you respond to calls to get the president to Louisiana?
Well, you know, the president has his priorities. The president has led us through many crises. When he was in Charleston, South Carolina, he was brilliant. When he spoke in Philadelphia on race, he was brilliant. I know he cares about the people of Louisiana. I'm sure they will get the relief they need. I don't know if Governor Edwards asked for him. Governor Edwards asked that.
Governor Edwards said, wait a week, actually.
Well, then he's doing what he should do, and Governor Edwards and I'm sure he'll be there in a week. President Obama's got a big heart. He has been our mourner-in-chief, our kind of philosopher-in-chief, and he'll continue to be that and do that, and I'm sure the people of Louisiana will get, as they should, much relief from the federal government.
Congressman Steve Cohen, thanks for swinging by.
You're welcome. Good to be on
Appreciate it.
CNN.
Good to see you. We'll be right back.